The Creator, paragraph 279. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Holy Scriptures begins with these solemn words. The profession of faith takes them up when it confesses that God the Father Almighty is creator of heaven and earth, of all that is seen and unseen. We shall speak first of the Creator, then of creation, and finally of the fall into sin from which Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came to raise us up again. Paragraph 280. Creation is the foundation of all God's saving plans, the beginning of the history of salvation that culminates in Christ. Conversely, the mystery of Christ casts conclusive light on the mystery of creation and reveals the end for which, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. From the beginning, God envisioned the glory of the new creation in Christ. Paragraph 281. And so the readings of the Easter Vigil, the celebration of the new creation in Christ, begin with the creation account. Likewise, in the Byzantine liturgy, the account of creation always constitutes the first reading at the vigils of the great feasts of the Lord. According to ancient witnesses, the instruction of catechumens for baptism followed the same itinerary. Catechesis on Creation, paragraph 282. Catechesis on creation is of major importance. It concerns the very foundations of human and Christian life, for it makes explicit the response of the Christian faith to the basic question that men of all times have asked themselves. Where do we come from? Where are we going? What is our origin? What is our end? Where does everything that exists come from, and where is it going? The two questions, the first about the origin and the second about the end, are inseparable. They are decisive for the meaning and orientation of our life and actions. Paragraph 283. The question about the origins of the world and of man has been the object of many scientific studies which have splendidly enriched our knowledge of the age and dimensions of the cosmos, the development of life forms, and the appearance of man. These discoveries invite us to even greater admiration for the greatness of the Creator, prompting us to give him thanks for all his works and for the understanding and wisdom he gives to scholars and researchers. With Solomon they can say, "It is he who gave me unerring knowledge of what exists, to know the structure of the world and the activity of the elements. For wisdom, the fashioner of all things, taught me." Paragraph 284. The great interest accorded to these studies is strongly stimulated by a question of another order, which goes beyond the proper domain of the natural sciences. It is not only a question of knowing when and how the universe arose physically, or when man appeared, but rather of discovering the meaning of such an origin. Is the universe governed by chance, blind fate, anonymous necessity, or by a transcendent, intelligent, and good being called God? And if the world does come from God's wisdom and goodness, why is there evil? Where does it come from? Who's responsible for it? Is there any liberation from it? Paragraph 285. Since the beginning, the Christian faith has been challenged by responses to the question of origins that differ from its own. Ancient religions and cultures produced many myths concerning origins. Some philosophers have said that everything is God, that the world is God, or that the development of the world is the development of God. Others have said that the world is a necessary emanation arising from God and returning to him. Still, others have affirmed the existence of two eternal principles, good and evil, light and darkness, locked in permanent conflict. According to some of these conceptions, the world, at least the physical world, is evil, the product of a fall, and is thus to be rejected or left behind. Some admit that the world was made by God, but as by a watchmaker who, once he made a watch, abandons it to itself. And finally, others reject any transcendent origin for the world, but see it as merely the interplay of matter that has always existed. All of these attempts bear witness to the permanence and universality of the question of origins. This inquiry is distinctively human. Paragraph 286. Human intelligence is surely already capable of finding a response to the question of origins. The existence of God, the Creator, can be known with certainty through his works, by the light of human reason, even if this knowledge is often obscured and disfigured by error. This is why faith comes to confirm and enlighten reason in the correct understanding of this truth. By faith, we understand that the world was created by the Word of God, so that what is seen was made out of things which do not appear. Paragraph 287. The truth about creation is so important for all of human life that God in His tenderness wanted to reveal to His people everything that is salutary to know on the subject. Beyond the natural knowledge that every man can have the Creator, God progressively revealed to Israel the mystery of creation. He who chose the patriarchs, who brought Israel out of Egypt, and who by choosing Israel created and formed it, this same God reveals Himself as the one to whom belong all the people of the earth and the whole earth itself. He is the one who alone made heaven and earth. Paragraph 288. Thus, the revelation of creation is inseparable from the revelation and forging of the covenant of the one God with His people. Creation is revealed as the first step toward this covenant, the first and universal witness to God's all-powerful love. And so the truth of creation is also expressed with growing vigor in the message of the prophets, the prayer of the Psalms, and the liturgy, and also in the wisdom sayings of the chosen people. Paragraph 289. Among all the scriptural texts about creation, the first 3 chapters of Genesis occupy a unique place. From a literary standpoint, these texts may have had diverse sources. The inspired authors have placed them at the beginning of the scriptures to express in their solemn language the truths of creation, its origins and its end in God, its order and goodness, the vocation of man, and finally the drama of sin and the hope of salvation. Read in the light of Christ, within the unity of the sacred scripture and in the living tradition of the church, these texts remain the principal source for catechesis on the mysteries of the beginning, creation, fall, and promise of salvation.